Not naturally as big a man as those other welterweights. So start there. That's a fair point. He moved up in weight, Barrios. So he's not a naturally big, natural welterweight.
Gervonta "Tank" Davis made a surprising yet impactful appearance at Manny Pacquiao's training camp just days before the boxing icon's much-hyped return against Mario Barrios. The moment was more than a photo opportunity. Two legends from different eras, who once ruled the same weight class spotlight, came together with deep mutual respect. But Davis wasn't just there to shake hands and pose for cameras. Insiders within the Pacquiao camp revealed that Tank came with a purpose: to share critical insights into Barrios' fight style. Drawing from his own 2021 knockout victory over the tall Texan, Davis reportedly laid out specific weaknesses, timing patterns, and key pressure points Pacquiao could exploit. His detailed breakdown included suggestions on where to strike, when to move, and how to capitalize on openings, essentially gifting Pacquiao a strategic blueprint. It's being seen by many as an extraordinary display of cross-generational solidarity and mutual warrior code.
I was talking to somebody about Manny coming back fighting Mario Barrios.
Ouch.
And this was the analogy I gave. Your timing, it slows down. That's time. Time slows you down. And so, to me, I think Manny has to come out very strong, very fast in the first couple of rounds because his gas tank ain't what it used to be. At 46 years old, you come out and let's just say hypothetically your gas is half full at 46 years old. I'd rather try to use that half tank
when I got something
in 2 or 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And really get off on this kid because he has the kind of style. Styles make fights. He's got the perfect style for Manny to do what he do. But the further that fight goes, the more that's gonna go down. He ain't young no more when it does this. It ain't gonna do this no more. It ain't gonna go down and then come back up. He not gonna create space, take a deep breath, and that thing shoot up the way it used to. He ain't gonna do that, you know?
Now at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao has reassembled the same legendary team that once fueled his rise to become an 8th Division world champion. Reuniting with famed trainer Freddie Roach and his longtime coaching staff, Pacquiao is trying to reignite the magic that once made him a global phenomenon. But this comeback isn't being approached with youthful recklessness. It's measured, intentional, and deeply aware of the toll the past 4 years have taken. Pacquiao is not trying to recreate the past, he's channeling its strength while staying fully grounded in the present.
Yeah, on the winner.
Well, look, Freddie, I appreciate your time.
Me and his wife will get mad at me for saying that.
You're trying to drag him back out.
I talked to Manny on the phone, and he wants to fight one more time.
He wants to fight one more time?
He does.
Against, not an exhibition, a professional fight?
He wants a real fight.
Who right now, though, could he fight?
We have... I haven't let him choose anyone yet, but the thing is, it's just his heart has. He said he wants one more fight, and then his wife called me up and said, "Don't let him fight, don't let him fight." And I try to be on her side and so forth. But like when a man in the sport wants to fight, you know, sometimes he's gonna fight. Yeah, I agree with you. He's gonna fight, and you know who? It doesn't matter.
In a recent media appearance, Mario Barrios opened up about his upcoming fight against Pacquiao, drawing parallels between the Filipino legend and his past opponent, Gervonta Davis. Barrios highlighted that while both are smaller in size compared to him, they share lightning-quick footwork and sharp hand speed. Despite his usual height advantage, Barrios acknowledged that Pacquiao, like Tank, has made a career out of beating taller opponents. There was no hint of arrogance, only respect for the experience, explosiveness, and unpredictability Pacquiao brings to the ring.
Yeah, you know, very unserious, but yeah, man. I mean, I know he's gonna bring it whenever we step in there, and But yeah, right now all the media, everything, it's fun. It's all smiles. But both of us, man,
when you first got to the pay-per-view level, there was like an adjustment period. You had to get used to it. And was there any nerves up there? Because this is even another level than the Tank fight and the Thurman fight.
Nah, no nerves. Like how you said, I think those fights, have only prepared me, for this level. And now, doing like all this media stuff. I've always hated this, right? I still do. But I've definitely, gotten a lot more comfortable with it, or just used to it.
All right, guys. Last question, guys.
The Tank fight that you learned with the slick, fast southpaw with lightning fast hands. What do you think you can take from your experience with Tank and apply it to Manny?
I think I could take a lot from that fight, actually, man. Like the way Tank, you use the way he closes his distance. The way he worked off his speed. He.
Reflecting on his face-off with Pacquiao, Barrios noted a playful yet deceptive vibe. He observed that Pacquiao, often smiling and jovial outside the ring, carries an air of lightheartedness that can fool opponents. He's unserious outside the ring, but once the bell rings, I know he's going to bring the storm, Barrios said. He also recalled his bout with Tank Davis, particularly how Davis was able to explode through space and time his entries flawlessly. Barrios sees those lessons as vital tools as he gears up to take on Pacquiao.
You're a lot bigger.
Yeah, I knew there was gonna be a height difference regardless. I've been dealing with that my whole career. I started pro at 122, so I've always had the height advantage on most of the guys I have fought. But it's still dangerous. He has fought plenty of people with my height before, and he's been very successful. So I know it's just I just gotta go in there and do what I'm training for.
Mario, I can't recall who said it, but they said once Pacquiao gets you smiling, it's like he's got you or something. And you guys were sharing a lot of smiles. What do you think about that, man?
I don't know, man. I feel like I knew the face-off just being in front of it. I've been seeing a face-off people since I was a kid. He's a very unserious person, but he's very serious when he steps in the ring.
Barrios made it clear he's not here for a feel-good moment. He's preparing for war. Calling it a kill-or-be-killed situation, Barrios cited Pacquiao's bruising loss to Yadenis Ubas as evidence that the legend is not invincible. But he also noted that every tough fight in his career has been building up to this moment. As for Pacquiao, he's made no secret of his next goal, a potential fight with Gervonta Davis if he successfully defeats Barrios. In an interview from November 2023, Pacquiao publicly stated, "Davis is a good fighter. If he comes up to 147, then we can fight." His advisor, Sean Gibbons, further stoked the excitement by saying such a bout would be a dream scenario and even floated the idea of Pacquiao defending a WBC title at welterweight. Pacquiao's message? He fears no one, not even a prime knockout artist like Tank Davis.
Manny, keep mentioning Gervonta Davis. They keep talking about Gervonta Davis as a possible fight, Manny. You like that fight? Because he's little, he's your size.
I like that. I like that. I like that, but let's finish first this one, because this one is a taller champion like that. So I have a lot of things to do in training.
Joe Rogan also threw his opinion into the mix, praising Gervonta Davis on his podcast. According to Rogan, Davis's style is a mix of danger and excitement, a fighter who's not just powerful but a chess master in motion. His praise adds to the growing mystique surrounding Tank's involvement in this evolving storyline.
Tank is one of the most interesting fighters to watch because he's so different. His style is so different. He's so economical. He puts pressure on guys without throwing too many punches, and then starts to figure holes out, and the way he can explode and move in with one shot. My God.
Yeah, he very explosive. And he be cracking them dudes. Hey, he be putting them to sleep.
Just cracking people.
Yeah.
And he has so much confidence in his power.
So, he just, in his mind, it's a matter of time before I catch.
When analysts break down the Tank Davis versus Mario Barrios fight from 2021, the contrast in styles is crystal clear. Davis, a compact southpaw wrecking ball, used precision, footwork, and raw power to drop Barrios 3 times before ending the fight in the 11th round with a thunderous TKO. Despite Barrios' nearly 6-inch height advantage and effective use of the jab in the early rounds, he couldn't keep Davis off him. Analysts have pointed out how Davis expertly drew Barrios in, then slipped his jab to launch punishing hooks and uppercuts that landed clean. Even so, Barrios earned major respect that night. He showed grit, resilience, and a solid defensive shell, rising after knockdowns and never backing away from the storm.
And what time is it, y'all? Time to start a debate inside a barbershop. We're gonna pit Mario Barrios against Tank Gervonta Davis. Yes, sir. Starting with the champion, the pride and joy of San Antonio, Texas, Mario Barrios. He stands at 5'10" with a 71-inch reach. He's currently undefeated at 26-0 with 17 knockouts. He is the man that holds the WBA regular junior welterweight championship belt. The challenger, representing Baltimore, Maryland, Tank Gervonta Davis. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch reach. His record, 24-0 with 23 knockouts. Wait a minute, don't be so quick to throw this guy under the bus. Yes, we know Tank Gervonta Davis is a knockout machine, but he's only ever knocked out people he can weight bully. What happens when he has to go up 2 weight classes, gives up 5 inches in height and almost 4 inches in reach to a man who can establish his jab well, knows his distance, and puts in good body work? Oh, did I mention he's also coached by Virgil Hunter? That's Andre Ward's coach, so you know he's going to come in there with a game plan. I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to pick him to win by 12-round unanimous decision. What do you?
Tim Saiia didn't sugarcoat his view of the Pacquiao-Barrios clash. Speaking after the promotional press tour, Saiia said outright that he doesn't see Manny winning. He cited age as the primary obstacle. Barrios is a beast. He's only 30. That's a big ask for a 46-year-old legend. Still, he left the door open, saying he wouldn't be shocked if Pacquiao pulled it off. Because it's Manny. He's full of surprises. His remarks reflect the underlying theme here, a legendary underdog trying to defy time and challenge a prime, hungry warrior.
I think Barrios wins. I think young, and it's hard with age. But I think if anyone was going to do it, Manny Pacquiao's the.
But Pacquiao is pushing back against the doubters. He insists this fight is nothing like the one against Eudenis Ugas, where he admitted to physical struggles and a lack of preparation. This time I'm 100% locked in, he said. No distractions. No excuses. Pacquiao says he's fully focused, well-rested, and mentally sharp. He even claims his speed and movement are back to peak form, thanks to 4 years of recovery. He's not just coming back for one last payday, he's chasing greatness again, and he believes he's still got enough fire in him to light up the welterweight division.
Tell us about your preparation for Mario Barrios. How is it different to 4 years ago when you faced Ugas?
The different, I'm more focused right now. No distraction, I really focus on the whole training camp and focus on stamina, focus on techniques. He is a champion. He is a fighter that, we cannot underestimate him. He's taller than me. He has the advantage, but, we prepare for that. Just watch on July 19th. It's going to be a good fight.
The shadow of controversy from the past still lingers. Floyd Mayweather and his team famously accused Pacquiao of potential performance-enhancing drug use leading up to their 2015 megafight. They demanded Olympic-style drug testing and insinuated that Pacquiao's multi-weight class dominance was suspicious. Pacquiao responded with legal action, even offering to pay $5 million if he ever failed a test. Nevada State Athletic Commission official Keith Kaiser confirmed that Pacquiao passed every single test before and after the fight. The lawsuit eventually ended with a settlement, and Mayweather's team publicly retracted their allegations, stating they never meant to claim Pacquiao actually used banned substances.
A generational, talented fighter, but I don't feel like, he did it on his own.
I don't think Pacquiao took steroids. Really, the Mayweathers questioned it and drilled them on it, and that made people pick a side. I can't say that means Pacquiao was on something. And the reason why is because Pacquiao may have been the most tested fighter of all time. He never failed a test. Floyd did. So you're talking about a situation where now you're just saying he's so good that he must be on something. But number two, Crawford said Pacquiao was knocking everybody out until he took the test. That was a damn lie. Pacquiao power went down after he went up. Pacquiao didn't knock out anybody at welterweight. That had nothing to do with the test. He went up and he ain't knocked anyone out at welterweight. He knocked out Ricky Hatton. That was at 140. Floyd knocked out Ricky Hatton. So that doesn't say that Pacquiao had steroid power. He wasn't knocking out anybody. Yeah, he was beating.
boxing commentator Teddy Atlas has added his voice to the discussion with a mix of admiration and concern. He acknowledged Pacquiao's legendary status but warned that legends don't get a free pass from biology. Some people get to skip the line, Atlas said, referring to Pacquiao's ability to land marquee fights despite inactivity. But where he is physically, God forbid something happens. Atlas respects Manny's impact on the sport but feels it's dangerous to ignore the risks involved in a comeback at this age, especially against a strong opponent like Barrios.
So you want to go and use that.
How old was Leonard at that time?
Leonard was only 32 years old when he fought Hagler. Yeah, he'd been inactive, but he was only 32. Pacquiao's 46, so right there you could, it ain't a good comparison. It sounds good. It sounds good, yeah, because Leonard did come back. Leonard did win a very close fight, a controversial fight, but a great fight. And Leonard was great. There's no doubt about it. And they cut it. He cut the line. He earned it. Leonard, you could say, and you could say Pacquiao earned the right with all his greatness to cut a lot of lines. Yeah, you know, I see it all the time. The other day I was at a benefit. The foundation was given something by St. Philip's Church, 155-year-old church, great church, do great work in the community. I sure as hell didn't know I was going to be talking about this. And they gave us an award for helping them in the community, what the foundation does. We don't need an award. We're privileged that we can help. But people feel they inclined to do that, fine. It's very nice. And your mom asked for a drink. So I went up to the bar to get a drink. I didn't realize that there was a long line. And so I went right to the front, not understanding that I passed the line. And then a friend of mine said, you cut the line. And the whole line said, Teddy, that's okay. I said, no, I didn't realize I cut the line. I'll go back. So I went back, I waited in line. But they were gonna allow me to cut the line. I guess because I'm handsome. I guess because I had a nice suit on. I had a nice tie. Whatever. But out of some kind of respect, which I really appreciate, whether I deserve it or not, they were letting me cut the line. So I understand that some people get the privilege, they get the respect, the allowance of cutting a line.
Mario Barrios also reflected on his initial face-off with Pacquiao, admitting it was a surreal and humbling moment. I've been watching him since I was a kid. Now I'm standing across from him. Despite Pacquiao's relaxed demeanor and smiles during the face-off, Barrios wasn't fooled. He knows that once the bell rings, that easygoing legend transforms into a relentless, dangerous warrior. Barrios made it clear he respects the man, but he's not underestimating the fighter.
You're a lot bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was gonna be a height difference regardless. I've been dealing with that my whole career. I mean, I turned pro at 122, so I mean, I've always had, you know, like the height advantage on most of the guys I have fought. But I mean, you know, it's still dangerous. You know, he has fought, you know, plenty of people with my height before, and he's been very successful. So I mean, I know, like, it's just, yeah, I just gotta go in there and do what I'm training for.
Mario, you know, I can't recall who said it, but they said once Pacquiao gets you smiling, it's like he's got you or something. And you guys are sharing a lot of smiles. What do you think about that, man?
I don't know, man. I feel like I knew the face-off just, you know, being in front of it. I've been seeing a face-off people since I was a kid. You know, he's a very unserious person, but he's very serious when he steps in the ring.
Hey Mario, how do you feel like you get in there? Let's say you do win. Are they gonna call you?
Yeah, you know, very unserious, but yeah, man. I mean, I know he's gonna bring it whenever we step in there. And but yeah, right now all the media, everything, you know, it's fun, you know, it's all smiles, but both of us, man,
when you first got to the pay-per-view level, there was like an adjustment period. You had to get used to it, and was there any nerves up there? Because this is even another level than the Tank fight and the Thurman fight.
Nah, no nerves. Like how you said, you know, I think those fights, you know, have only, you know, prepared me, you know, for this level, and now, you know, doing like all this media stuff. Like, I mean, I've always hated this, right? I still do, but I've definitely, you know, gotten a lot more comfortable with it, or just used to it.
What do you
All right, guys, last question, guys.
The Tank fight that you learned with the slick, fast southpaw with lightning fast hands. What do you think you can take from your experience with Tank and apply it to Manny?
I think I could take a lot from that fight actually, man. You know, like the way Tank, you know, you use the way he closes his distance. You know, the way, you know, like he worked off his speed. You know, similar size. I think Pacquiao might be a couple inches taller.
So now the big question looms, who has the edge in this high-stakes showdown? Will the seasoned veteran defy time once again, or will the younger lion solidify his place in history? Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. We want to hear what you think.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more exciting videos, make sure to hit the bell icon and stay updated. Subscribe to Boxing Hub now for all the latest in boxing.